Welcome to Red Boots and Heels.
I'm Boots.
And I'm Heels. Gosh darn.
Another week of insanity.
You know, and we start out laughing, but there's really nothing to laugh about. But what else can you do?
I mean, it's either you laugh because it's so ridiculous or you cry.
The responses to everything is worse than the action almost.
Oh my gosh.
You have these actions and then you have these reactions, and the reactions are the OMG moments. I mean, it's just crazy.
It's insanity.
So the derailment in Ohio. Okay.
Well, I mean, at first you had FEMA saying, oh, we're not going to help those people.
Yeah.
Go ahead, breathe the air and drink the water.
Yeah, drink the water, people.
Yeah, drink the Kool-Aid.
I mean,
drink it up.
You have hundreds of people fleeing their home over this, and then it's a whole span of 2 weeks before you even get Reagan down there.
Yeah.
And even, start to do anything. And of course,
where is Pete Buttigieg?
Yeah.
Where is Pete? Pete is as ineffective as Kamala Harris. I mean, the whole Biden cabinet and administration is absolutely worthless.
I mean, what do these folks do? I mean, they're saying now, trust the government, that, everything's under control. And if their homes have been tested, you can go back, drink the water, sniff the air, and everything's going to be fine. But you know what? People are not trusting it.
No, because
they're not.
They're watching the birds die.
Yeah.
They're watching the fish die. They're watching their household pets get sick and die. So what does that tell you? FEMA's too busy worrying about refugee relocation programs because now we've got a bunch of more Syrians headed this way, which, God bless them. I hate what's happening there.
I know.
Maybe if we didn't fund terrorists for one thing,
then it wouldn't be happening.
We wouldn't have as many.
What?
Or sometimes you just can't fix the world. I don't know. But FEMA is too busy worrying about refugee relocation and flooding your communities with refugees from foreign countries that you're going to have to support rather than helping people from Ohio. Unless
Trump says, let's go help these guys out.
Yeah. Let's go to Ohio and check it out.
Yeah.
Kind of like we do the border crisis.
Yeah.
Let's see what these people are facing. Then,
honestly, all of a sudden, everybody's jumping in.
All of a sudden, everybody's jumping in and going to go help those poor, pitiful people in Ohio.
Yeah.
You know what I watched last night?
Is there any money left? Is there any money left after taking all the money and throwing it to other countries?
We're going to just borrow more from the World Bank. We're going to raise the debt ceiling to where our kids and grandkids can never pay the debt, and they're sold into socialism and communism. Aren't you happy about that?
Well, I'm praying for those people.
Do you know what I watched last night? Speaking of the Ohio train derailment, I watched the movie White Noise. Okay.
Oh, gosh.
If you want to be creeped out, watch
Go
White
get
Noise.
that and watch that. Yeah.
Yeah, kind of like watching the movie's Contagion and things like that before the coronavirus outbreak. I watched White Noise. Creepy. Very, very creepy.
There's just so many things happening lately. I know we've said it in the last couple of podcasts about the balloons. I mean, floating around. I mean, what's going on there? Testing our air patterns, maybe? I don't know. I mean, and then,
creepy, weird.
As soon as something happens, if you notice, some other catastrophe happens, and then nobody's talking about the other oddities that are going on.
Right.
It's like distraction. Well, not saying it's on purpose, but there's something going on. I mean, we don't want to be accused of being conspiracy theorists or anything, but
look,
right after all the testing went on, which,
I don't even believe in conspiracy theories. I believe that
or coincidences for the most part. There's some, but not always.
If you can imagine it, they're doing it to us.
Yes.
There was the movie White Noise, weird, just creepy. Watch it for yourself. Yeah. But then also the fact that the community leaders in this little town in Ohio, this little town of 4,700 people, had chose to participate in a government program to monitor their health. So, free of charge.
Yeah.
They thought it was a good idea to participate in this program to provide their citizens.
And why there?
Yeah, I know.
Makes
why
you
there?
wonder, doesn't it?
With these medical tracking chips that will track their everything.
Yeah.
Their breathing mostly, because they wanted to track the effects of the environmental fallouts.
Right.
And then lo and behold, there's this train accident.
Well, then maybe
they should test them now.
I know, right?
I don't
Maybe you
think
should test them now since you were planning with testing before, test them now and see what's going on.
You were going to track everything before. Well, what are the results? We want to know.
No, it takes 2 weeks for someone to show up, and and then on top
These
of that,
poor people.
I know. I mean, people are not wanting to go back home, and people are not. Reagan was asked on an interview just recently, a couple days ago, I guess it was. Would you take your daughter there?
Right.
Would you take your daughter? And his answer was, well, if I had the water tested and I had the home tested, that I would do it. In his response was so hesitant that I'm like, no, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. No, you
liar,
wouldn't. No, you wouldn't.
Liar,
you wouldn't do it. You wouldn't do it.
I'm kind of waiting for some of these people's pants to literally explode in fire.
I'm waiting for them to completely internally combust.
Right.
Like
liar,
their whole
liar,
body.
pants on fire. Right.
Like completely,
from all
disintegrate
the lies
from all the lies. I mean,
I was told liar, liar, pants on fire the whole time I was growing up. I kind of want to see it.
At this point in time, I'm kind of looking out there too. But yeah, I mean, so guys, just think about it this way. Okay, we have to just try to stay positive, right? We do. We have to keep each other positive, because it's like every day we're calling each other going, did you hear this?
Yeah,
did you hear this? Did you look at this? Did you watch this? Did you see this? Did you? And then, of course, we talk about it, and then we bring our conversations to you. But, and we're being asked right now on our podcast, what we're feeling about it, and what do you think about this? And the truth is, we don't know what to think about this. I mean,
we're kind of wondering what you think about it, too.
We want to know what you think about it. I mean,
well, and
it's just strange.
What do you even think about the fact that the propaganda outlets, they'll tell you about the Super Bowl. Yeah. They'll tell you about what somebody wore to the Grammys. They'll tell you all these things, but they don't want to tell you that Hunter Biden confessed.
He's copped up to it.
Yeah. The laptop. Oh, the laptop is mine.
Yeah.
Oops, my bad. What about all the kiddie porn and all that stuff that was on the laptop? Yeah. I mean, anybody else would be in jail.
What about the Nord Stream pipeline?
What about
that?
What about the fact that our CIA blew it up? And Russia has clearly said that is grounds for war.
Yeah, absolutely. And Biden had said, I don't know if you remember this, but Biden actually said that pipeline would be ineffective. It would not work if he got the presidency. So he was in favor of it stopping anyway. Well, I mean, obviously, we know.
Let's face it. Biden has a history of warmongering. That is all he has done. But then, his brother James makes billions of dollars off of rebuilding in places like Iraq when we have contracts, because we're going to go over, we're going to have this big war, we're going to cause all this conflict, we're going to bring all these refugees here, and you're going to pay for it. Then you're also going to pay to have their homes and everything rebuilt for them. Yeah. And that's exactly what's going to happen now. It's also what's going to happen in the Ukraine. You just watch. James Biden, his company that he works for, is going to receive billions of dollars in construction bids.
Oh, wait, surprise there.
Yeah.
I mean, these
big guy,
$100,000+ annual income people end up being billionaires when they leave office, and by relation, I don't know, guilty by association. I have no idea.
And you pay for it. Your tax dollars pay for it.
Yeah, there's no doubt.
Taxation without representation.
And people say all the time, they're always saying, guys, you got to watch out for Putin and China and the enemy. I agree. We should watch out for them. But you know what? I'm more scared of our own damn government.
Exactly.
That's exactly the truth. I'm more scared of what's happening right now on our ground in America.
Right. We have to fear our government. Yeah. We've got so many problems. We've got the world exploding because of our government.
Absolutely. We need to keep our government officials accountable for what they do.
Well, I was taught in civics class, public servant, private citizen. What happened to that?
Good question. Why don't you guys answer that for us? What happened to that?
What happened to that?
I mean, what are we even living in?
Public servant, private citizen. Oh, and another one, taxation without representation. Remember that one?
Yeah. Yeah. So why don't we ask them? You tell us what you think about that. We're really interested to hear what you have to say.
I mean, just write it down, make a note, comment, email, whatever you want to do. We want to hear. We want to know what you think also.
I mean, after all, we talk to each other all the time. We're really interested in talking to you out there. So thank you for commenting. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for viewing. We really appreciate it.
And thank you for loving this country.
Yeah, absolutely.
The ones that do.
So, for now, let's just say God bless you and God bless America.
Bye-bye.